Hey guys, it's Michael. I just wanted to jump on real quick and talk for a second about some ancient philosophy that I feel like would be, I don't know, just good for everybody to hear about. It's not really a religion. I mean, for some, maybe so, but it's a thought process that was adopted way before modern society was created, and I think we could learn a few things from it. Anyway, the thought process, the philosophy, the words are this: to have good thoughts, say good words, and do good deeds. Very simple process that can bring great results. And I want to break down a little bit of that real quick, starting off with good thoughts. If you think about yourself and you think about the way that people think about you, and in those moments when you're doing so, you find that you have downward emotions or negative feelings or thoughts while you're having all that, say, for instance, you don't feel completely adequate at whatever job you're doing. So in the evenings when you're laying around or you mess up or whatever, you start beating yourself up in your mind, telling yourself, oh, you're not good enough, or I told you couldn't do that, or why did you even get this job, or whatever, or whatever it may be, a task that you try to take on and you decide that you're not capable of doing so you quit before you even really get going. Or the way you think about other people, viewing them in a negative light, or when maybe they post something and you read it and then all of a sudden you just get offended because you think it's about you, or you take it a certain way, and maybe or maybe not they did or did not mean it in the way that you took it. Instances like that, where your emotions are in control of you instead of you being in control of your emotions. So good thoughts would be, in those moments when you have a negative thought about yourself or another person, would be to grab hold of those and to make a conscious effort to say the exact opposite inside of your mind to what it is that you're thinking at that moment. So for instance, if you are negative about yourself and you are capabilities in some task that you're trying to complete, and you're beating yourself down over it, instead of beating yourself down the moment that you recognize that you're doing so, take that opportunity to change the narrative and create a positive structure inside of yourself that says you can do this or you can do that, that you are this person, that you are a good person. Because the more good thoughts that you have, the better you feel about yourself, and the better you feel about yourself, the more easily you're able to create a atmosphere of happiness within yourself. And when you do that, you have an atmosphere of happiness for others as well. And I think that we can change the world, but I think that it's got to start with each and every individual changing themselves a little bit at first. I know that I have plenty to change about me and always will. And I believe that the moment that we point inward, we can grow and we can affect everybody around us, and therefore become more of a community mind and do so with a positive outcome instead of a hate-filled, argumentative, enraged way of life. After good thoughts are good words. With good words, you can change somebody's day. You can change your own day. Speaking life into somebody who has been broken down. Seeing somebody, a stranger, a perfect stranger, just giving them a smile and saying hello, or how are you, or hope you're having a good day. Simple little things. pointing out things about people, small things. Oh, I like your shoes. Oh, I like your hat. Oh, nice belt. Small things that make people feel good about themselves, or reinforces something positive. It's always a good thing to do. And I find that to be challenging at times, not when you're focusing on it, because when you're focusing on it, it's easy. But when you're driving down the road and all of a sudden somebody cuts you off and you're just like, I kissed my ass, you realize you got a long way to go. Because it's in those moments when you're not thinking about it, when you're not concentrating on it, that you have to allow that process to infiltrate you enough to where it happens immediately. It's not a second thought, it's just there. And when we achieve that, I believe that we can then, accomplish anything. Because I think then we can listen to each other, we can tolerate one another, we can understand one another. And it's just a great philosophy. It's easy, it's simple, it's good thoughts, good words, good deeds. What good deeds? Good deeds are something that goes beyond feeling. Because it feels good to do a good deed. It feels good to be able to do something for somebody that is positive, that you know will create something positive in their life. But a good deed done in secret, a good deed done without the praise of others, a good deed done when nobody knows that you're the one doing it, that resonates something deep, and it does something that I can't even explain. It can create something inside of one's being that is an inexplicable reception of joy, I guess, because it's not for somebody else, it's for yourself, it's for your soul, it's for the fact that you want to do something kind for a person. And anyway, when we master those three things, good thoughts, good words, good deeds, I think that our world will be an amazing place. And maybe we can't get everybody to think those thoughts, I know, but if one or two could, your environment, I believe, could change. Your neighborhood could change. Again, it's not about religion, it's not about trying to pull somebody into something, it's just you bettering yourself in small little increments to create a lot of change for yourself and other individuals. Stay safe. Love you guys. And thank you for listening to my ramblings.